The terrifying scenario of a virus that swept Africa has given way to a new approach of our mission in the West Central Africa Division of Seventh-day Adventists. According to Reuters analysis in September 2021, Africa reported 1 million new infections about every 34 days and more than 8 million since the pandemic began. Togo, one of the countries in our division, is among the 3 countries in Africa that are in the worst stage of the pandemic. Recently, the country has ordered a lockdown and the closing of all public places, including churches. While in our cities people somehow respect the protective measures put in place, the rural areas functioned normally and registered no COVID cases. Normal church gatherings were recorded in some places with as much as 175,000 church members attending, whilst other thousands gathered in small groups and undocumented house fellowships. Church worship was limited to a maximum of about 50 members in some countries. This limitation encouraged us to be creative. The Secretariat initiated a pilot program in 2 unions aimed at teaching the 28 fundamental beliefs of the church as a prelude to outreach programs. Pastors and lay members taught the fundamental beliefs in small groups before engaging in evangelistic campaigns through Zoom or other social media. This experience is expected to be repeated in the remaining 8 unions. On a completely different set, Wad sponsored an evangelistic project on the plateau of the Mandara Mountains, an almost virgin territory of northern Cameroon. From March 27 to April 3, 2021, public and small groups campaigns were organized and 113 people got baptized. These new members are currently gladly worshiping under a tree as they work on building a church house. These companies and churches are part of the 239 new churches and 148 new companies planted since the beginning of the pandemic. In all, about 53,000 people have joined the church through baptism and profession of faith, thereby increasing our total membership within the division to 889,196 members. We are grateful to the Lord for His protection over His people. Thousands of lives were touched as literature evangelists led the church in distributing about 25,000 copies of the missionary book within the Tema Metropolitan and Pon Katamanso municipality within the Meridian Ghana Conference. To crown it all, 23 souls were baptized after an evangelistic campaign at Aworowa. In addition to the Morning Disciples Project, a new church has been established at Pram Pram within the Meridian Ghana Conference of the Southern Ghana Union Conference. Some literature evangelists have started using the social media to canvass, and they are involved in evangelism efforts like never before. There was a boom in the use of social media within the period. Our members got involved in sharing the message on social media platforms such as Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Twitter, and others. As never before in our history as a church, women and the youth have held different online and on-site activities that have positively impacted lives. We thank God for the new radio licenses in Togo and in Chad, which will boost the mission in that territory. ADRA has been involved in various projects within our territory. The refugees, the internally displaced populations, the physically challenged, the under-equipped health centers, and whole communities experience love and care from God's children. We could see smiles and happiness from mothers who could use baby diapers and towels for the first time. Widows and orphans were not left out. Some churches have initiated the I Am My Brother's Keeper project, which aims at providing food kits, food supplies to the most vulnerable. Not only ADRA, but the entire church got involved in community service. The church in Ghana joined the government in the Green Ghana project aimed at planting 5 million trees. The church has planted over 1 million of those trees. That is about 20% of the national goal. On Saturday, August 28, 2021, we had a special prayer and fasting program with the participation of the General Conference President and the Adventist Mission staff. More than 2,000 people came together to learn about the church's mission and also to intensively pray for missionary zeal and love for reaching the world. The Division Wild Children Ministries Leadership Certification Training was held for all children leaders via Zoom on August 22nd to 24th, 2021. Babcock University received a license to run open distance and e-learning programs in Nigeria. This makes it the second private university among federal and state universities in the countries that are licensed. As far as finance is concerned, some few churches experience an unusual increase in tithes and offering. But in general, due to the COVID pandemic, tithe income in 2020 was 3% less than that of 2019. Total expenses reduced by 23% in 2020, and net exchange loss was 19,082% more than that of the year 2019. Here are our financial indicators. Working capital as of July 2021 was 97% as against 83% at December 2020. Liquidity percentage as of July 2021 was 81% as against 73% at December 2020. Self-support as of July 2021 was 73% as against 74% at December 2020. Political unrest, terrorist activities, as well as health crisis is having a serious effect on more than half of the countries within our division, leading to millions of refugees, displaced, and jobless persons. To us, all these are not stop signs, but rather to rekindle us to do more. During the year, some soldiers of the cross were called to rest, notably Pastors Jimenez and Gaudencio in Equatorial Guinea. The Church of God hold high the banner of the cross, and we are moving forward with each saying, I will go. As Ellen White said, let us all do our best. Let us learn from one another, and above all, let us go often to the great teacher, for he has pledged his word that he will give divine wisdom to those that ask in faith. We are grateful to God for his special protection. We thank you for all your support. May God bless you.